Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yoyutsavaha Mamakah Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. Translation. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after assembling in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do, being desirous to fight?
So, the history is that same family, there was dispute who would occupy the throne. Dhritarashtra, and actually he was the eldest son of the king, and next was Pandu. So, every country, the law of primogeniture, what is called, the eldest child, in your country, if the eldest child is a girl, she also occupies the throne, just like present Queen Elizabeth, formerly there was Queen Victoria, before that another Elizabeth. But in India, the woman has no such right. The woman is never given any responsible post. That is the opinion of the greatest politician in the history of the world, Chanakya Pandit. According to his opinion, Vishyasaraiva kartabbam strishu rajakulesh. He has given his explicit opinion that you cannot trust with any responsible post or any responsibility with a woman and politicians. Those who are diplomat, politicians, you cannot trust. So the general regulation is that women should remain under the protection of husband, father, husband and children. Just like these Pandus, their mother, Kunti, she was very, very qualified. But still, after the death of her husband, she always remained with the sons. The sons are going to the forest, the mother is also, the wife is also, Draupadi. This was it. So two parties, Dhritarashtra was the eldest son, but he was blind, bodily defective. Therefore, he was not awarded the throne. His next brother, Pandu, he was offered the throne. But he died very early age, a young man. When these Pandus, the 5 sons, Yudhishthira, Maharaj, at that time not Maharaj, Yudhishthira, Bhim, Arjuna, Nakul, Sahadeva, they were very small children. So, they were taken care of by Dhritarashtra and other elderly family. Bhishma Dev, he was the grandfather of the Pandu. He was the elder uncle of Dhritarashtra. Bhishma was elder brother of Dhritarashtra's father. He was so old. But he was actually, the kingdom belonged to Bhishma. But he remained a brahmachari. He did not marry. There was no issue of Bhishma there. Therefore his nephews, Dhritarashtra and Pandu, they were inherited. Now, after the death of Pandu, there was conspiracy. Dhritarashtra wanted that actually this is my kingdom. Now, somehow or other I could not get it. Now my brother is dead. So if I do not inherit, why not my sons? This was the politics. Politics are always there. And enviousness, jealousy, this is the nature of this material. You cannot avoid. The spiritual world means just the opposite. There is no politics, there is no jealousy, there is no enviousness, there is spiritual. And material world means politics, jealousy, diplomacy, enviousness, so many things. This is material. So, even in the heavenly planets, these things are there, politics. Even in animal kingdom, these politics are there. This is the nature. Matsarata. Matsarata means envy. One man is envious of another man. It doesn't matter. even their brothers or family members. Here, the family members. Dhritarashtra and Pandu, two brothers, their sons, their family members. So they envy. So the Krishna consciousness movement is not for the persons who are envious. Envy. It is a movement to train people how to become not envious. It is very first class scientific movement. Not to become envious. Therefore Srimad Bhagavatam in the beginning introduces Dharma projita koitava atra. In this Srimad Bhagavatam, dharma, religious principle, cheating type of religious principle is completely eradicated, thrown out, projit, kicked out, projit. Just like you collect all the dirty things from the room, sweeping, and then kick out. Don't keep it within the room. Similarly, cheating type of religious system, kicked out. It is not such religion, this religion, that religion. Any religion system. If there is jealousy, that is not religion. Jealousy means, we should understand jealousy. What is jealousy? Jealousy means that you are rightful owner of something. I won't allow you to take it. This is jealousy. This is jealousy. Jealousy, try to understand. Suppose you are rightful owner of something and I am trying that you don't own it. I shall own it. Or somebody own it. I shall not allow it. This is jealousy. So, what is the rightful ownership of the living entity? That is to be understood. Birthright. What is called birthright. It's like everyone has got right to live under the protection of the government. Everyone. That is good government. Government should give security of life and property. That is government. Not only for the human being, but for the ant. This is God. Not that I give protection to my brother and not to others. That is not. Just like Parikshit Maharaj. He was giving protection to the animals also. When he was on his tour, as soon as he saw that a black man was trying to kill one cow, immediately he took his sword. Who are you? You are trying to kill? So, this is good government. Unless the government is equal to everyone, just like God is equal to everyone. The king or the government must be representative of God. Therefore, according to Vedic civilization, king is offered as good respect as to the Supreme Personality of God. King is called Naradeva. Naradeva. That means God in human form. King is given. Why? Because he acts as the representative of God. He cannot be jealous to any living entity, at least born in his kingdom. That is called praja. Praja means one who has taken birth, or in other words, national. So that was the duty. So, formerly, when there was fight between two kings, it is on the principle that who is giving good protection to the city, not for personal profit. Who is able to give good protection, life, security for life and property, he should become. So, these persons, these Dhritarashtra and his sons, they are jealous. How they could give protection to the citizens? They are themselves jealous. Just like nowadays, all these politicians, they are jealous. They cannot give any protection to the citizens. They are simply interested with their party politics. They have no time even to think how to give nice protection to the citizen so that they may feel happy always that we have got good government, there is no cause of anxiety. We have got sufficient food, sufficient protection, sufficient opulence, everything sufficient. And that is good. So, here, Dhritarashtra, he is jealous. He cannot give any good government. Krishna knew it. Krishna sent a messenger, Akrura. We have read in the Srimad Bhagavatam, before this battle of Kurukshetra from Dwarka, he sent his uncle, Okrura, just go to Hastinapur, New Delhi, and see what is the situation. So Okrura understood that Dhritarashtra was planning something. So he talked with him that why you are implicated in such planning. Krishna does not want it. Although Dhritarashtra knew that Krishna was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Dhritarashtra said that I know that what I am planning, that is not good. I know Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he has requested me. But I tell you frankly, I cannot do it. So when Krishna will be pleased upon me, I may be. So this is the position of the materialistic person. A materialistic person knows that he is sinful. A materialistic person knows that whatever he is doing is wrong, but he cannot check. Just like a thief. A thief knows that if he commits stealing, he will be arrested, he will be punished. He knows, because he heard from law books, from other sources, and he has also seen that a thief is arrested and is taken by the police for being punished. So we have got two kinds of experiences, by hearing and by seeing, direct. In Bengali it is called Dakha Shuna. In India it is called. The two kinds of experience. One by seeing, practically experiencing, hand to hand. Another by hearing. So one who is intelligent, he gets his experience simply by hearing from the right source. That is nice. So our process is that we are getting experience about the perfect knowledge, the destination of life, simply by hearing from Krishna. So we are the most intelligent person. It is not possible to experience directly. But if one has got intelligence, then simply by hearing and considering and thinking about it, he gets it. So, those who are very sinful, they get experience by hearing and by directly seeing also. Still they cannot check from sinful activity. So Dhritarashtra, by sinful activities, he became so much fallen that he did not hear anybody's advice, Vidur's advice, Bhishma's advice, that don't plan like this. They are rightful owner. The Pandavas, they are rightful owner. They are minor, but don't try to cheat them. But Dhritarashtra. So when the planning was complete and the war field was set up at Dharmakshetri Kurukshetra. Dharmakshetra means Kurukshetra, that place is a pilgrimage. People still go to observe religious, ritualistic performances, and in the Vedas there is injunction. Kurukshetra dharmamachari. If you want to perform some ritualistic ceremony, religious, then go to Kurukshetra. So Kurukshetra is a dharmakhetra. It is not a fictitious thing, just like rascal commentators, so-called. They say Kurukshetra means this body. It is not that. As it is. Try to understand Bhagavad Gita as it is. Kurukshetra, dharmakhetra. It is a place of... And especially when Krishna was present there. It is already. Why this house? Before our occupation, why this house was an ordinary house? Now it is temple. It is dharmakhetra. It is a religious place. Why? Because Krishna is there. Krishna is there. So, either you take Kurukshetra, ordinary place, but because in the battlefield Krishna was there directing Arjuna. So it is already dharma. So formerly people were religiously trained up. So they could not speak lies in a dharmakshetra. That is still the practice, just like in the Western world, the Christians go to the church, they admit confession. Yes, I have done. But that has become a formality. But actually, one should admit in religious place that yes, I have done. But that does not mean you admit and again do it. No. You admit once, then you are excused. But don't do it again. So here, Dhritarashtra says, Samavita Jujutsava, all these people, my sons, Mamaka, Mamaka, that means my sons, and Pandava, and my brother Pandu, Samavita, they assemble. What is the purpose? The purpose is Jujutsava. This word Jujutsu is still used in Japan. Perhaps you know. Jujutsu, fighting. So, Jujutsu, those who are desirous of fighting. Now, both the parties were desiring to fight and they assembled. Why he is asking question, Kima Kurvata? What did they do? Because he was a little doubt that these boys, after being assembled in Dharmakshetra, they might have changed their idea. They might have settled up. Actually, the sons of Dhritarashtra might have admitted, yes, Pandavas, you are actually the owner. What is the use of unnecessary fighting? So he was very much anxious whether they have changed their decision. Therefore he is asking. Otherwise there is no question of asking. Kima kurva. Just like if you are giving food, if I ask somebody that such and such gentleman was served with nice dishes, then what did he do? This is foolish question. He will eat. That's all. What is the question of what did he do? Similarly, when it is already settled up that they were to fight, there is no such question as Kima Purvata. What did they do? But he asked this question because he was doubtful whether they had changed their Kima Purvata Sanjaya. He was asking his secretary. He was blind man. He was always conducted by secretary Sanjaya, a very faithful secretary, and he is explaining the Bhagavad Gita and by experiencing, by television within the heart. That art is not yet developed. You have got television through machine, but there is another television. You can see within your heart what is going on outside. So that television was known too, that will be explained by Sanjaya, that by the grace of Vyasdev, he learned this televisioning. And he was sitting with his master within the room, and he was actually seeing how the fighting is going on. And he was explaining. This is the basic of Bhagavad Gita, and basic platform. So let us discuss gradually. Thank you. Thank you. Reader to Bhagavad Gita became a sadhu, but when they found that Mahatma is leader and he creates Bhagavad Gita and very great, all people, although he was a politician, he has nothing to do with Bhagavad Gita or Mahatma. Because the definition of Mahatma is given in the Bhagavad Gita. The definition of Mahatma is there. Mahatmanastu mang prartha devi prakritim asrita bhajanti anandamana. This is Mahatma. Mahatma means he has taken shelter of Krishna 100%. And his only business is to worship. That is so. Gandhi never believed that there was, but he became Mahatma, by popular vote. That kind of Mahatma is accepted by the Shastra. Mahatma means first thing that he must be great devotee of Krishna. That is Mahatma. That is Mahatmanastu man prartha devi prakriti. He is in the spiritual world. Devi pratimas. And what is the symptom? Bhajanti anandamanasu. Anandamanasu. Without any diverse. He is simply, everything is there in the Bhagavad Gita. Therefore I request you to study Bhagavad Gita thoroughly as it. Then you become perfectly powerful spiritual chanter.